Here we are today at Parker Automotive. We're doing another job on this 2007 Chrysler Sebring. Is this the 2.4 motor? And today we're doing an intermediate shaft. So when we were actually doing the timing chain and the components on this, the mechanic noticed, what did you notice?
That the intermediate shaft was broken. Because
why? The bearing or something? You said the bearing on the old one?
Yeah. Since I can't talk, there's a bearing in here. This right here goes into the transmission. This is an intermediate shaft. There's a bearing that holds it in. This is the actual mount itself to keep it from flexing all over the place.
So can we look at the old one yet? Or I'll come back to it. We'll pause it for now.
This whole shield.
All right, so the entire, plastic heat shield has to come off to access it.
Yeah.
Should I set myself up with a, I'm going to pause it one more time. All right, we're back on. I got my chair and...
Take that other clip out.
You need to make me a what am I, a photo person's seat out of the creeper. I want a photo chair out of the creeper.
Don't get too close to the pole.
Yeah, I know. Except I have to see the thing. I've been greased many times by this pole.
Okay, so if you want to come over and take a look at this.
Well, it's hard if I'm standing, so that's why I got my chair. Oh.
That's the bearing. It's just going, so I'll pull it out now. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. If you want to come out here and see what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the accent. What size is this?
We'll do a video later on this Pontiac and all the wonderful problems that we're experiencing with this vehicle. Really, the problems are there's a lot of hands been in it, so we'll get to that video later.
Built-in problems.
Built-in problems by somebody else.
Sorry it's in such a mad rush, but other than some people, I don't have other people working for me, and then pretending that I'm a small business, that that's only one person, and I actually got other people working for me.
Well, I'm going to elaborate on that, and I'm going to say we're a small business, we're a family business, we're a husband and wife business. I think we make a pretty good team, and the reason why we don't hire anybody outside of us is because, honestly, we have high standards of, especially the mechanic. He has really high standards on what he does, to a vehicle. He doesn't just slap stuff on. He doesn't just leave stuff broken. He does not have the ability to work like that. And so, honestly, we don't trust anybody to work to our high standards, because you get an employee and they don't care. Most of them are there for the paycheck. So that's not why we run Parker Automotive. We have a lot of pride in our work. And we do say that every car that rolls out of this shop, it's has our name stamped on it. And that means something to us. So not everybody works like that. And that's why we stay just us. Right, babe?
For right now. We would like to get somebody
Until one day we can find that one gem of an employee who actually takes pride in their work as well.
It's someone who's always going to look out for the benefit of the customer and not themselves.
Sometimes it gets difficult. You know, one of the difficult things I find is the mechanic might report something wrong with a car. The customer doesn't want to fix it. Then we're left in this spot of, well, we know it's broke, you don't want to fix it, where do we go?
Right. So what we do,
like with this car.
We fix it. We actually...
Sometimes we fix it and don't get paid.
Right.
Sometimes we just have to say, sometimes we say we've gone so far we can't go any further, you don't want to fix this problem, and we'll eat all our labor. You pay for parts because we didn't fix it right. And sometimes we'll just say we've gone as far as we can go, don't pay me, just pay for the parts.
I'll just pay for the parts.
Just because we know we're not fixing it right, and so it just gets hard.
You got to take that into perspective. You can't get nobody to work for you, for the most part, sometimes because they want to get paid, and I understand they want to get paid for everything. Sometimes that's not, he needs a lower ball joint. Here, you want to come on over? Come on this side.
Can I see here?
Can you see it? You see how the boot and...
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
You actually have to look at it from like, come over this way. Let me get a white. You see the, hold on. Let's see if you can, you see how the boot is deteriorated?
Yeah.
So we got to put a ball joint in there. So we're going to have to.
On this though, can you get a ball joint or is it part of the control?
No, it's a ball joint, a separate ball joint.
Right.
But you got to take. All right, so let me just get this axle out for right now. So now we're looking at something. And this is what happens, and a lot of people don't realize, you know, I took this off, I hammered, but I didn't chisel this off, and this is bad. And then a lot of customers don't realize, this gentleman will, but, you know, this has been going for a while, and... Yeah.
Do I pause this video and get a ball joint or hold on? All right.
I thought I could just slide it right out. I'm gonna have to, because it's broke, I'm just gonna have to take out one, let's see, 15 millimeters. Slide back in. So right now. And this isn't the way you're supposed to take it out. You're actually supposed to take the bolts out first, but we're Really, I should have took that cover completely off, but. Sometimes it's hard to get in here.
It's hard to get in here with the camera.
Let's get back here a little bit. I wish I was like some other people who can just take the time to make these videos, man. I don't know how they do it. They're an inspiration. Okay, so you see, this is the shaft. There's a bearing that actually goes in there. Now we're going to have to separate this, push it out. You're going to have to pause it for a second. All right, so...
it's fuzzy. Hold on. I don't know what's happening.
Steamed up because it come back out into the...
Ow.
Yeah, so, all right. All right, so let me just... I want to hurry up with this stuff. All right, so real fast. Remember that intermediate shaft is on the axle itself. So what I do is I actually got I got this made for if I had to do this and leave the shaft on, you can chisel it out. It's not a full chisel. I flatten the end. That's how I use it. So you can put it right on the edge and just hold it. Yeah, there we go. So it'll just come out on its own. You just want to be really careful. You don't put a lot of... I just kind of try to hit it in different spots.
Hold on. Let me come over here.
Okay,
so that's the old one. That's what's getting replaced. Our mechanic never puts the part back on without cleaning it up a little bit. So, pretty cool. Sometimes we clean the part so good it looks like a new part.
I was cleaning some of the surface rust off.
I forget, what were we doing? We were rebuilding calipers to help save a customer a few bucks because the boots were bad, right? And we cleaned the caliper up so good it looked brand new almost.
I got a couple little chips in here, which isn't going to hurt it, but because of my OCD, I got to get rid of it. Make it nice, still a little bit. Yeah, that actually looks like it was already there. It's good. It's good enough.
Well, the intermediate shaft too that we obtained is actually from Dodge. Their axle doesn't come with it. Other parts places that we were looking at for, I call it our premium part supplier, which is a aftermarket part supplier. It's not anything like Advanced or AutoZone or anything, but it's a place that only sells to businesses. We have a business account with them. I think they sell premium parts. Well, on their part description, it said that they sold an axle with an intermediate shaft, but after actually looking into it, that was false. So, although it said it came with it, it didn't. And they didn't even have an intermediate shaft at all, so we did have to get this from Dodge. And usually putting back on a dealer part for some things is what's best.
It's necessary.
We know this is going to fit. It's going to go back home with no problems because it's the original part.
It's just never sees, kind of helps keep this clean.
That smoke in the back is because the mechanic also likes to not have a stinky shop. So he just a little interesting fact about the mechanic. He likes to smell good stuff all day instead of stinky stuff, and he burns what is that? Therapeutic aroma oil.
Like frankincense and myrrh.
Yes, so good for the Mind, body, and soul.
Okay, so here we go. It's gonna go in. When you put it in, you gotta make sure you go straight because there is an inner axle seal.
Can I come up this way?
Probably not. If you would have just looked from over here, you could have seen it because I can't put it in with you there. If you look past here, there you go. You can see it goes directly in.
Well, I can only see your hands.
Because I'll move it. There we go. So we're in. This is what I don't get, how the videos, they must have a lot of time to set up the video so that you can actually see. I'll move this out of the way so you can get behind me.
I have a pretty good view of it right here. I just want to be able to see the job and not just your hands. So this way I can.
The thing is then I have to keep moving out of the way so that you can do that, and it makes it difficult for me. That's what I mean. I don't know how they can do these
Trying my
videos.
best. It's hard to actually, I'm working behind the mechanic trying to video what he's doing, and it's a tight spot. So.
Like if you were over here sitting on that, you might be able to see. Oh,
Let's say. I'm riding over to heat.
And since I'm going to be calling this customer and asking him, does he want me to do a ball job, which he probably would, we're probably going to stop it here because it's as far as I can go. So we got